in the heart of a village so green and serene. Nestled amongst rolling hills and babbling brooks, lived a little cat with a big personality. His name was Whiskers, and his fur was the color of a midnight sky, with paws as white as freshly fallen snow. Whiskers wasn't just any cat. He was the village's unofficial explorer, his days filled with adventures that only a curious feline could find. He'd chase butterflies through meadows of wildflowers, nap in sunbeams that painted golden patches on the cobblestone streets, and greet every villager with a friendly, melodious meow. One particularly sunny afternoon, Whiskers' adventurous spirit led him somewhere new, a place he'd never seen before. Tucked away behind a thicket of weeping willows was a hidden pond. The water was so clear it looked like a sheet of liquid crystal, with emerald green lily pads floating gracefully on its surface. Dragonflies with shimmering wings danced in the air, and the gentle hum of nature filled the quiet space. Drawn by an irresistible curiosity, Whiskers crept closer, his emerald eyes wide with wonder. He peered into the water, his own reflection staring back at him, when suddenly a flash of color caught his eye. It wasn't a reflection, it was something alive, something magical. Darting between the smooth grey stones at the bottom of the pond was a fish unlike any he had ever seen. Its scales shimmered with all the colours of a rainbow, a living jewel that seemed to radiate its own gentle light. It wasn't big, but its presence was immense. Whiskers, a cat who loved a good fish, was mesmerized. He dipped a tentative paw into the cool water, his hunter's instinct kicking in. With a swift, practiced scoop, he lifted the fish out of the pond. It wriggled in his grasp, its scales feeling smooth and surprisingly warm. As he held it, ready for what he thought would be a delicious snack, a tiny, clear voice echoed in his mind. "Please, kind sir," the voice pleaded, "let me go, and I shall grant you 3 wishes, anything your heart desires." Whiskers froze, his ears twitching. He looked down at the fish, then around the empty glade. Was he dreaming? The fish wriggled again, and the voice returned, more earnest this time. "It is true. I am a magic fish. My freedom is a small price to pay for the fulfillment of your deepest wishes. A magic fish wishes." Whiskers had heard tales from the village elders about enchanted creatures, but he never thought he'd meet one. The idea of a wish was far more tempting than a single meal, no matter how shiny. He thought long and hard. What does a cat truly want? His stomach rumbled, reminding him of his most immediate and constant desire. "All right, magic fish," Whiskers meowed, the words forming clearly in his thoughts. "For my first wish, I want an endless supply of delicious fish. The finest, juiciest fish, appearing whenever I'm hungry." The magic fish glowed brightly. "Your wish is granted," it chimed. Instantly, right there on the mossy bank beside the pond, a plump, silvery trout appeared. It smelled divine. Whiskers took a bite, and his eyes widened. It was the most delicious fish he had ever tasted, and as soon as he finished it, another one appeared in its place. It was truly endless. Overjoyed, Whiskers turned his attention to his second wish. After a good meal, what was the next best thing in the world? A good nap? Of course. He thought of all the places he'd slept. Patches of sun, dusty barn lofts, even the occasional friendly human's lap. But he wanted something that was all his own. For my second wish, he declared, I want the coziest bed in the entire world. A bed so soft and warm that it feels like sleeping on a cloud. The fish shimmered again, this time with a soft golden light. Granted, it said, and just like that, under the shade of the largest willow tree, a magnificent cat bed materialized. It was a plush, velvet cushion, the color of cream, with high, soft sides perfect for curling up in. Whiskers padded over and sank into it. It was heavenly, even softer than he had imagined. He purred a deep, rumbling sound of pure contentment. He had endless food and the perfect place to sleep. What more could a cat possibly need? He thought about his life in the village. He loved his friends, the humans who gave him scratches behind the ears, and the other animals he played with. He didn't want to change any of that. He just wanted something small, something for himself, a little touch of elegance. For my third and final wish, Whiskers said softly, looking at the little fish with gratitude, I would like a beautiful collar with a little bell, but not a loud, annoying bell. I want one that rings with a soft, gentle chime, like tiny wind chimes in a summer breeze. So my friends always know when I'm near. The magic fish pulsed with a gentle, silvery light one last time. A wonderful wish, it said. It is granted around Whiskers' neck. A soft blue leather collar fastened itself. Attached to it was a tiny silver bell. When he moved his head, it didn't jingle or clang. It made a delicate, melodic sound, a whisper of music that was calming and sweet. It was perfect. Whiskers felt complete. He had everything a cat could ever dream of. He looked at the magic fish, which was now floating in a small puddle in his paw. Thank you, he purred, the thought filled with genuine warmth. With the gentlest of movements, Whiskers lowered his paw back into the pond and opened it. The magic fish gave a happy flick of its rainbow tail, circled once in the clear water as if to say goodbye, and then darted away into the depths, its shimmering colors vanishing from sight. The pond returned to its peaceful, crystal-clear state, as if nothing had ever happened. But for Whiskers, everything had changed. He wasn't just an ordinary village cat anymore. He was Whiskers, the cat with the endless fish, the coziest bed, and the most beautiful bell in the world. He trotted back towards the village, his soft bell chiming with every step. The villagers smiled as he passed, remarking on his handsome new collar. When he got hungry, a delicious fish would appear right before him. And when he grew tired from a long day of not-so-adventurous napping, he knew his perfect, cloud-like bed was waiting for him under the willow tree. Whiskers lay down in his cozy bed, the sun warming his dark fur, a full belly, and a happy heart. He didn't need any more adventures or grand wishes. He had found perfect contentment, purring softly in the sun, a gentle chime marking the rhythm of his peaceful, happy life. And that's the story of Whiskers and his 3 perfect wishes. A reminder that sometimes the best treasures aren't riches or power, but a full belly, a warm bed, and the gentle sound that tells your friends you're home. Thank you so much for watching with me today. If you enjoyed this little tale, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories. We'll see you in the next video.